Welcome to a special episode of Searching for Your Italian Roots, where I visit one of my favorite cities in the world, Naples. Naples is a city of grand proportions. Its thousands of years of history, its music and culture, colorful people, but most of all, its extraordinary food. Neapolitan cuisine has shaped the image of Italian food across the world, no doubt. They invented the pizza. It was often said, once you have seen Naples, you can die, because nothing could compare with its beauty. However, I didn't go to Naples to die. I went to eat. Because of the physical dimensions and proportions of the food, and my endurance of stuffing my face over a period of a few days, I am only showing 5 of some. I stress some of the things I've eaten. Sfogliatella might be my favorite pastry in Italy. Sfogliatelle are kind of mysterious in how it is wrapped around the center. The outer shell, which is exactly what it looks like, is one piece of thin and crunchy crust that seems to be in multiple layers, but in fact is just one. This is covered in a powdered sugar. The center is a special kind of cream made of ricotta, semolina flour, and candied oranges. Needless to say, it is very messy to eat, and it takes a bit of skill not to get it all over your shirt and face. I managed to do both. In Naples, pizza is king, or actually, it should be known as queen. In fact, the Margherita pizza is named after Queen Margherita. Most pizzerias in Naples only offer a very small and select menu. There are only 2 varieties, the classic Margherita, with mozzarella di bufalo, tomato sauce, and fresh basil leaves. The other is the marinara, which is simply tomato sauce, oil, and oregano, with the option of anchovies. You can't walk through Naples without literally passing a pizzeria every few feet. But for top quality pizza, there are a few names that locals will swear by, and you can recognize them right away with their long lines, stretching out the door and down the street. I chose Da Michele in the Forcella neighborhood, famous for being in the movie Eat, Pray, Love. Need to eat on the cheap? Or maybe like me, have an unnatural obsession with street food? Then look no further than the pizza fritta, a must-eat in Naples. These are usually ordered and eaten as takeaway. It's basically a pizza folded and then fried, like a calzone.
Here I have... Alright, first, look how big this friggin' thing is. It's huge. This is una pizza fritta. It has in it ciccoli, which is kind of like a pancetta, fatty, goody, delicious type of thing. It's perfect. I'm gonna try to take a bite. My mouth is not even close to being this big, but let's try. Grab just the crust, but inside, wait till I get to the next bite. I'll go inside that. Unbelievable. Huge. It's delicious, actually.
The neighborhood La Sanità, just outside the center of Naples, is the birthplace of the comedy legend Totò. But there's also in the heart of La Sanità a very special pastry shop called Popella that makes a pastry known as Fiocco di Neve.
This was and is a Fiocco di Neve. It's a bomb. Wow. All over my face.
Fiocco di Neve is like a small, soft donut of sorts, with a white, thick cream-filled center. On the outside, it is covered with powdered sugar, like a sweet and tasty winter wonderland. It sounds simple enough, but eating one for the first time will make you realize that you've been missing something your whole entire life. Now, this is a list of my top 5 foods of Naples, but for my last selection, I really couldn't choose just one. Instead, I chose seafood. Yes, I cheated technically, but my mouth and my memory has thanked me, and honestly, I could have added at least 50 other things to this list easily. For this fish feast, I went to Pescaria Azzurra, which is located in the Quartieri Spagnoli, or the Spanish Quarter. Here, during the day, they sell fish in their market, but at night, the market turns into a bustling, popular restaurant for locals and tourists alike. First, I ordered the polpette di bacala, which are basically just that. Bacala, shaped into meatballs, made with breadcrumbs and ground nuts. Then I went with the calamari fritti, which I must guiltily admit I've eaten at other places in Naples, but I wasn't completely satisfied. These were fried to perfection and were one of the best I've ever eaten, honestly.
Too hot. And this beautiful plate of colze. I'm gonna start with this one.
And then finally, to top it all off, in a spectacular finish, a plate of mussels called in Italian colze.
Super fresh. Good.
And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed eating everything. Okay, ciao tutti and see you soon.